smart, especially when it comes to scale. And then speaking about scale, entering supermarkets and retailers. How many people who have a product or service would like to be in a retail store? Raise of hands, please. Okay, so there's quite a few of you. And it's not as straightforward as it seems, right? Because most people would assume that the biggest hurdle is getting that contact. But beyond that, there are lots of upfront costs, and there are a lot of things that you need to know in advance in order to not kill your brand through success, right? So if you just want to walk me through, I guess, the biggest challenge that you think that there is for people who want to get into retail.
So even to start the point of how did we even get into retail, I literally, to find the people that I needed to stock my products, I found them on LinkedIn. So I would just use LinkedIn and type in like Sainsbury's baby buyer or Tesco's baby buyer, and then a list of people, and I'll just reach out to them and message them, find their contacts and reach out, and that's kind of how I would even find them in the first place. And then once you get into retail, the biggest factor is payment terms. So for anybody that is interested in selling products in shops, in stores, payment terms are probably one of the biggest things that you need to kind of mitigate and navigate through. And I'll give you live examples of what I mean by that, because you could have a business that's doing well, but you can die from success, which is something that someone said to me, and I was like, how can you die from success? If I'm selling, I'm doing loads of products, I'm selling loads of products, how can I then die from success? Well, you can die from success because of cash flow. So there's been a lot of businesses that have failed because of cash flow, not because their business wasn't doing well, just because they couldn't manage the amount of cash that was coming in versus when it was coming out and when it was coming out. So,
can you give me an example of that?
Yeah, so for example, if I am a retailer, I don't want to say any specific names, but I'm Mr. Retailer, and you want to come to me with your product or your business or whatever it is, you're going to come to me and say, oh, I would love for you to stock my products. And I'm going to say, okay, great, products are great, I want 150,000, I want to pay you 150,000 pounds for 100,000 pounds worth of products that will cost you. So it'll cost you 100,000 pounds, and I'm going to pay you 150,000 pounds for that. But I'm not going to pay you until 90 days of when that product lands in my warehouse. So you might think, okay, this might be manageable. I'm using 100,000 pounds as an easy number. So now, you've got to provide me 100,000 pounds worth of stock that is going to cost you 100,000 pounds. So you now have to go to your manufacturers, pay your manufacturers 100,000 pounds, because you've got to pay them up front, or you might 50% before and then 50% on completion. But you've got to pay 100 grand to them. Then you've got to send me, Mr. Retailer, this 100,000 pounds worth of product. I'm going to pay you 150,000 pounds, but I'm going to pay you